Hello YouTube, it is I, Gigi Mars, and I have been MIA for about 3 weeks, and due to that is I'm moving. I am moving with my family somewhere else, and at the moment we have been ripping apart our house to get it ready for a show, for it to be shown, to go into listings. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be staying in this place, so I'm going to be recording a butt ton of video content and uploading it onto YouTube. I know 3 weeks. Yeesh, that's been a long time. I'm so sorry for the delay. I'm sorry there's been no update, nothing like that. And as well, why am I wearing a sweater in the middle of summer? Alright, well, let's get into the game. Let's continue from where we last left off. Okay, come on, load. Load it. Load it real good. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. That class encompassed all different grades and ages. There was about 30 students at different levels, and they all studied in the same class. I'm told that long ago, there used to be a bigger school building and they had actual separate classes. I'm sorry, I just kind of did that weird pause. I just had a little mental blurble. I was just thinking to myself, because I know the webcam is placed in a spot where, like, you can't see some of the text. I might go in and fix that when I go back to when I re-record or record a new episode. Re-record. I can't re-record this. It's already being recorded. I'm on OBS. That's why it's like that. I know a few people have complained, and I totally did not take it into recognition. And now that I'm just like, yeah. So I'm on OBS. I'm not on a separate webcam and a separate thing. And I put it all into Movie Maker. I just go from OBS, Audacity, and I just go into Movie Maker and Adobe Premiere, and I just bunch it all together and ship it out. But yeah, they had actual separate classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class, and now it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. Another thing, in like olden times, like, I think like the 1800s, yeah, 1900s, like around that time, schools were like that. It was like grade 1 to like 6, maybe 7, and once that grade was over, and they'd all be smushed together in the same little schoolhouse, once that was over, they would like go to farms. They would start taking up the family thing of farming, because most kids like that would become farmers. They wouldn't do anything else. They would take up the family business of farming, stuff like that, you know, fun things. The more you know, and knowing is half the battle. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. And with such a lively mood, it felt like a kindergarten more than a proper school. Not that that was a bad thing. As well, I don't remember anybody's voices. So, new voice thing. My one friend said, don't give Rena an annoying voice like in the English adaptation of the anime. Which, from the last few episodes, I was giving her a annoying high-pitched girly voice. I will try and stick that to a minimum. Mion, I don't remember her voice, but we will try and do stuff, and yeah, let's get going. Mion, who had been walking in front of us until then, suddenly let me take the lead, right in front of the classroom door. So, I was meant to slide the door open and enter the room first. Too bad, I wasn't going to fall for that again. To think you'd give up the lead here. You meant for this to be a test of my skills. Cracks knuckles. Mion chuckled with a, okay, I think, haughty? I think they yeah, I think that's supposed to be naughty. H and N are close to each other on a keyboard, so a naughty smirk on her face. What is it, you guys? Step back, Rena. It's dangerous. Danger is my middle name. She's here.
Huh? Then Satoko-chan is...
Her name was Satoko Hojo. She was a disrespectful, impudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up over just that. The real problem was this. Quite the obvious trap, a blackboard eraser wedged to in the door. It's a trap! It's a trap! It's too obvious, Satoko. A naughty laugh came from beyond the door. Excellent, Ki-chan. I guess that means you win this round. No, this is Satoko we're talking about. I doubt this is it. After falling for such intricate traps since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko lived to combine a variety of traps. Traps were simply there to bait you into the main one. Traps that relentlessly kept coming at you like a sadistic Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on and on and on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. Oh, this kid sounds dangerous. When you least expect it, she strikes. No escape, no time to relax. By the looks of it, this eraser is normal. No rocks or anything in it. That's dangerous. I took a pretty heavy hit from a blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. Yeesh.
So then, why don't you just open the door and let it drop?
That was it. That's what Satoko was after, making me force my attention upwards as I lifted my hand to the door. There were thumbtacks. Holy shit. This kid's dangerous. There were thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape, a frightening trap. A potent and terrifying trap, concealed by using the blackboard eraser. An impressive combination, Satoko. But in the end, nothing more than a trivial... This episode was going so well! I am sorry, but words... Oh... Machination of a child. Assured of my victory, I threw the door open and stepped into the room. I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope catching on my leg. By the time I realized she had me hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in an utmost picturesque manner. Ki-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to me on shrill warning, I twisted my body in midair before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow. An inkstone filled to the brim was placed right where where I would have landed. I shuddered, imagining the situation had I landed square on it.
My, what do we have here? A fair morning to you, Kichi-san. Kichi-san, aren't we a lively one this morning?
Still sprawled in an awkward position, I was greeted by a mocking voice. That was a step up from your usual trap, Satoko.
I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning.
You little... Oh... Seemed I had inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Better than landing on the inkstone. I need to itch my nose. Oh. Damn this weather making me hot and itchy. Okay, that can be taken out of context. Whoops. A small hand gently rubbed my head.
Pain, go away!
Oh my god, she's Popo! Sorry, I've been playing a game called Stella Glow on my 3DS, and Her mini, this character Popo, she has a mini heal attack, and she's like,
Pain, pain, go away!
and I'm just, oh my god, it's Popo! A small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head.
You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If I rub it like this, the pain disappears.
I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. It's not so much about what you actually do, it's the thought that counts. Exactly, just like gift giving. Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now.
Yay, Rika-chan, good morning! Good morning to you, Rena. Good morning to all.
Rika-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. Aww. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and I all bowed back. You're such a good Rika-chan. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. You're such a good Rika-chan. Pat, good Rika. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan. So much better than Satoko. I glared over at her in her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact.
I'm the very model of a good girl.
A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps.
Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly what proof? Ah!
I picked up Satoko from the back of her collar. She looks like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps, actually. Story time! My good friend, whenever I stay over at her and her boyfriend's apartment, her boyfriend has 2 cats. One cat's a scaredy cat, the other cat is a very infectiously loving cat. But, some nights when I stay over at their place for conventions, the really loving cat, he's a rather tubby cat. He likes sitting on my face and suffocating me. He's only done that twice, to be honest, and every time I pushed him off, he kind of like rubs his face on me like, I love you, I love you. And I'm just like, thanks, 10 out of 10, good cat. But cats can set traps. They are rather cunning for an animal, if they only had thumbs, right? But yeah, a cat can set traps for humans and stuff. As Robot Chicken has made a little thing about cats are assholes. She's much harder to deal with. I am S-O-R-R-Y. Try saying that. If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger on my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead.
I'm against violence. You don't even have any proof.
Just so you know, my forehead flicks really hurt. Same as me. Oh man, these things, when I do that, my friends hate it. Everyone hates it. My older brother used to hate it too when I was just like a kid and I'd like flick them. It can split the plywood right in half.
Eek! Stop! Get away from me, you beast!
Don't say it in a way people will misunderstand. Jesus. Cover her mouth like A small hand tugged on the back of my shirt.
She's been lonely since you were gone for 2 days.
Rika-chan really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grip on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still had her eyes clamped shut and she was bracing herself for the forehead flick.
It doesn't bother me. You mustn't cry, Satoko. Keep on fighting. Yeah!
Rika gently petted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two are the same age. I think Satoko could learn a thing or a million from Rika-chan.
Next time, some even more amazing trap.
Wait a minute. Bro, you are what we like to call an enabler. Stop. As she observed the scene, Rena's expression grew ecstatic as she began to swoon.
Oh, Satoko-chan is crying. So cute.
You can't take them home.
Huh? But they're so cute.
You can't, no matter how cute they are.
But just for a bit is fine.
Rena kept a cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spewed from her mouth. According to Mion, Rena is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person. Stealing is bad, but abducting people is even worse. Give it up.
And can I just look? Just looking? That should be fine, right? Right?
Rena swooned over Satoko's crying form. If a girl ever goes missing in Himenozawa, I'll be forced to turn Rena into the authorities. Forgive me, Rena. Forgive me. And forgive me, YouTube, for being gone for 3 weeks. I am going to end it here, and I hope you guys all have an amazing day. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, that's alright. You can downvote it if you want. Comment if you want to see more. And if you miss my pretty face as well. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everyone!